All right, all right, all right. So this is Behind the Sounds Monday. Now on Behind the Sounds Monday, photography, videography, and pretty much the business of it. And I do it in an ASMR style so that it's calm, relaxing, and something I know how to talk about. So you hear me preach on this channel about making money, or making a living, I shouldn't say money, with stock photography, because I make a lot of my yearly income off of stock images, videos, and sound effects. Looking around here for, there it is. So I posted the thumbnail protests. I mentioned it a couple times in the videos this week about shooting protests. Now, I mentioned in the post and on the thumbnail about No King's Day. This in no way, shape, or form is political. I could care less if you're conservative, if you don't believe, if you do believe. As long as you're you, and you're true to you, and you're nice to other people, I could care less. But this is not a political opinion. Yes, I've been to a couple No Kings protests. Got a couple of comments about the No Kings protest. And again, I don't care. I don't care. It's not a political thing. I've been to No Kings protests. I've been to Black Lives Matter protests. And I tell you what, I've been to as many, and this will be the only time I'll ever talk about it on here, Donald Trump rallies. To me, my political view has nothing to do with it. Nothing. It's about getting an image. It's about getting stuff to sell. It's about doing what I love. Not about politics. So, let's get that clear. This isn't about politics. It's about stuff you can sell for stock photography, videography, and sound. Now I'm going to stick mostly with Pond 5. Because, of course, I belong to a couple different agencies. The ones that pay me big money, I was invited to come to. So not everybody can get in there, but this is Pond 5. So I wanted to say something about this because you don't have to be a professional photographer. You don't have to be a videographer. A majority of the clips I shoot are with this. This is my phone with an anamorphic lens on it and a grip. The other thing I use is this. A lot of my protest stuff and my street stuff is with this. When I shoot stock of events, when I come out with a big camera and lights and stuff, it draws attention. When somebody sees this, it's a fat man with a point and shoot. They don't pay attention to that. When somebody sees this, it's a guy with his phone. They don't stop. They don't smile. They don't laugh. They don't even look at it twice. That's the important part. Now, I say this not only for a talking video, but if you really want to shoot and make money with your camera, part-time, full-time, whatever. My library is years old. When you're shooting stock photos to sell to stock agency, my library's old, 20,000 clips in it. If you're going to do this for a living, it's the long tail. It's the long road. You're in for a long ride. But no matter what they say, no matter what the gurus say, no matter what make money quick. There's no money in stock. There is. Now, this here is an old Lumix GX8. This is my everyday carry. It's got a $1,200 lens on it, but it's just a GX8. Got this little thing on it. I always thought this was cool. Don't ever use it, but I think that's cool. That being said, simple things like this, because No Kings is in the air right now, because everybody's talking about it, it's on the news. That means people are going to write blogs on it. They're going to write news on it. They're going to make videos about it. They're going to need footage. Now, for protest footage, I put one up. It'll sit for a month or so. A news organization might pick it up. I probably make $5 a year. Let's say that. $5 a year. But I've got 20,000 clips that make me an average of $5 a year. Do the math. Do the math. I'm not here to talk about what I make. I'm saying is that you can do this with just one of these. Let me get to the real point. This is an iPhone 16 Pro with a Sherpa freewheel grip on it. A Sherpa anamorphic lens. Very basic. All this fits in my pockets. When I was at the No Kings protest, the last footage I took, I only took this. Now, remember me saying $5 a year? There was a reason I said that. Not to brag about what I make. $5 a year. All the clips I've taken with the No King protest, probably about 100, 150. Those 150 clips have made me about $8,000 in the last month. That's a flag. They won't make that forever. But it's a reason for me to talk with you guys about. Right now, if you guys started and could get footage, sounds of protests, I would tell you, go to Pond 5, get signed up, submit your clips. I believe that you would make a little bit of cash quick. Don't look at it as a living. Look at it as beer money. Again, I'm not saying this to tell you how much money I make. I'm saying this to tell you that you can make money doing this. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. But right now, if you wanted to make a little extra cash, I would say you could. This is the time. Protests. Now, for political stuff I was first talking about, my opinion doesn't matter. I just want to take videos. When I went to Trump events, I saw those clips too. A lot of them. I have actual pictures of Donald Trump that I've sold pictures of. I don't care what the event is. If they're protesting a Democrat, you bet believe I'm going to be there. If they're protesting a road getting put in Sacramento, I'd be there. If they're doing anything for anything, I'm going to be there. I'm going to take those pictures and those videos. It's not about my opinion. It's not about how I feel. It's about what gets the job done. And on this channel, everybody's welcome, no matter who you like in politics. We do not talk about politics here. For one, politics are not cool. I don't think they are. That's what I had to say. If you want to do stock and you're out there, this is a good time to get into it like this. Protests are what we call evergreen. Once you put protest clips on there, from then on, every time protests are big in the news, your clips could get sold. You understand? Every time for years. Evergreen for years. I also go to balloon races. Those are kind of evergreen, but not like protests are. Not like different kind of parades are. Look at it like this. When I'm out, what I do is I imagine I'm shooting a documentary. What would I need? What would I need? I'm not about Donald Trump. I'm not about Biden. I'm not about Kamala Harris. I'm not about any, I don't know who the governor is now. Yeah, I know who he is, but you understand what I'm saying. It's just about having fun. So, I didn't say now. So, that's all I had to say. If you guys want to get into this, or somebody wants to get into this, do it with your phone. The last No Kings, I did it all on the phone. I just told you those clips have made me $8,000 with my phone. Think about it. That's a niche thing happening right now that doesn't happen all the time. But remember, with my phone, that paid for all the stuff. That paid for the trip there. That paid for the hotel. That paid for the food. That paid for the rental car. For me to do what I like to do. And I want you to do what you like to do. Now, I used my Hollyland for sound. But remember the other night I showed you these? $29. Hollyland Lark A1s. Right there. Take this out. Plug it into your phone. Put these on either side. That yellow button right there is the noise canceling. Boom. You got sound. You're recording sound for sound effects. Is this the best way to do that? No. No. But so if nobody knows what you're doing, if you don't draw attention, people aren't staging, people aren't turning away, people aren't smiling, they just go about their business. That's the kind of footage you want. Anyway, so I got all scared this is going to turn political. It's not political. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Have a good night.